Fire
Fired up.
up.
Woo, and what's up?
Money
Income.
Income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
All right. That
Let me
song
be
grows.
clear.
Look, even though
There
Eric and
is
I
going to
made
be
the
a
song, it
mass
grows on me
deportation. We're not waiting for
every
judgment. We're
day.
already talking.
With that being said, co-host, if y'all can mute all the unmuters, that would be great. Mute all of the unmuters, that would be great. Some of the people, their phones just hop off of mute and we hear all this going on. We hear the arguing in the background, domestic violence, glasses breaking, dogs barking, all that stuff. So to eliminate that embarrassment, just put your phone on mute or the co-host will come by and mute your phones for you. So real quick housekeeping rules. Just take 2 minutes or less if you can so we can get around to all these testimonies from coast to coast. So I'm going to take the ball, pass it to my sister from another. Miss, she had her hand up first. So Miss Jackanette on fire. Ferguson, what you got for?
All right. Well, yesterday I had a great meeting with one of my cousins. We did health and life. And so
Okay.
that was very successful. And I've got some other um, great strategies to help him with his business going forward. And
Okay.
then my newest recruit, Miss Brita London, she's very shy. I'm hoping that she will be able to get back on so that she can talk. But she's been on fire with me. She's been
Right.
totally plugged in, doing what she needs to do. She's brought a new business partner. I believe we're going to claim Miss Karen. I did a wonderful three-way with her yesterday, and then we're going to follow up with a strong BTO. And
Okay.
and then I need Brita to come back on because she has something to share with the group that we've learned that one of the practice companies is doing that's just not above board. So
Okay.
I want her to share that with the team so that we can be made aware of it. And that's what I got going on. Oh, what else? What else? Oh, and I've got some future appointments from the expo that I had. I'm meeting with one of the PNC guys because he wants me to
Okay.
be his health producer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Good
right. All
morning,
right. All
everyone.
right.
I'm here.
Go ahead,
Good
Brita.
morning.
Good
Uh,
morning.
I'm
Good
sorry,
morning.
I didn't give you your chance to finish.
Oh,
Um,
go
No,
ahead.
this is Miss Brita, so I would love to pass the ball to her. I am loving this woman's energy. Not only does she have Miss Karen coming on board, but she's also possibly recruiting another person. So she is building her agency, and we're going to do our second big check-in meeting with each other, and she will be going green tomorrow.
Nice. Well, what you got, Brita? What you got for us?
okay. Jacqueline mentioned that we spoke to a friend of mine's named Karen. Um, when I presented the business to Karen, I said to her, I will not, I told her about the integrity and how I feel this company is very honorable. And I told her I will not set you up like you did with me when it came to Primerica.
Mm.
So she was looking for a company that would help her get her license back. She had one and it elapsed. So she had given me a text to say someone's going to be calling me. Okay, and it says that they were going to help Karen with getting her license.
Okay.
But when I spoke to this person, she never really identified that she was trying to bring me in the business, She
Okay.
just focused on the fact that she wants to help Karen and that she needed my email address to set up a Zoom so we can speak. And I did ask her, how am I helping Karen by speaking with you? So again, she was not upfront and honest about the reason for the call. And of
Mm,
course, that was with Primerica, and I had an issue with that.
okay. And that's definitely understandable. And one thing we like to say and bring back to the forefront, and I think Jamie says it all the time, two things you want to do is be you, but make sure you don't violate anybody's health, interest, rights, and needs. Just be honorable. You know what I mean? Be respectful, come with full transparency, and everything will always be okay. Because I hate that as well when you feel like you've been duped, misled, bamboozled. So thank you for sharing. And also co-host, if you can, because I don't have the co-host thing on my computer, can once people start speaking, can one of the co-hosts let the hands down, please? Thank you. And so Jacqueline, who are you passing that ball to? Um, two people have their hands up.
Yes, I see Mr. Kamal, and we would love to hear what's going on with you and the wonderful activity that you're bringing to your business, sir. Please.
Thank you. Good stuff, Jacqueline. Good
Thank
stuff,
you.
Miss London. That's really good stuff. Love to hear it. That you guys are building your business and going to be taking care of many families. I'm Kamal Whitmore. I'm the next ED, and I'm direct to Dr. Teresa O'Day. I wanted to come on really quick. Um, I don't see my timer. I want to make sure I stick to that because I want to share one of my teammates' successes and wins. But so one of the things we're doing is we had some more recruits come on in the last couple of days. So the team is growing that way. AOAs are coming through. And then as far as personal production, I have some meetings this week. These meetings, I believe, based upon what the client wants to do, should push me in the ED range as far as personal production. So I'm really, really excited about that. Just really looking to help them out. So just building. ED is next for me. You know, some type of rhyme scheme or something like that. But yeah, it's happening. I wanted to congratulate my teammate. She's on. She already warned me she's not coming on the camera. But Dominique Jackson, she got her license. She passed her exam and for
Okay.
Georgia. So I wanted her to come on and say hello, and then I wanted everybody to congratulate her. So, Dominique, could you come on and say hi?
Sure. Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm
Hello,
sorry.
hello, hello.
I'm not really
Hello.
not really camera ready this morning,
Hello.
but I'm headed out shortly to take care of some business. But I did want to have the opportunity to get on and just say hello to everyone. I have been able to join a couple of you guys' meetings thus far, briefly. So I appreciate hearing all the encouragement that you guys share, and I'm just looking forward to working with the team.
All right, all right, all right. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
Come
welcome.
on off mute, everybody, and welcome her to the
Congratulations on
team.
passing the
Congratulations.
bar.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Growing with you.
Thank
All
you.
right, all right, all right. So who are you passing that ball to, Kamal?
This is a layup for me because her hand up was around the same time as mine. But yeah, I get to pass it to my ED, the person who brought me into business, Dr. Teresa O'Day. Come on, Dr. T.
Woo!
Dr.
Thank
Teresa,
you,
the
thank
floor is
you.
yours.
All right, all
Congrats,
right.
Dominique. Looking forward to a great session and business with you and Kamal. Yes,
Dr.
Kamal,
T, I'll put my
you
hand
are
up when it's
working, we
30
are
seconds.
working. Oops. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
Sorry.
put my hand up when you got 30 seconds because my timer's not working today.
Oh,
I'm out and about.
okay. But I'm gonna be quick. Yesterday I had an interesting meeting. And Jamie, it was with a Primerica person. Actually, I went to save a family member. They had recruited him and hit him with a term insurance. and did a little mutual funds for him. So the mother, called my attention to that. So please pardon, I may go a little over a bit, but I just want to share this so we all know, and we should not be afraid. Fear not. Okay, because Jimmy on Monday had said, hey, if you were going, leverage a leader who came from Primerica. So I just told myself, I said, you know what, Teresa, you got this. So I went in yesterday. They brought in the biggest gun. So one of their leaders came on with another individual. So I was like, okay. So they went over, and the illustration I did on FNG for him, for an IUL, they were dissecting that. And first of all, he had asked if they could record. I said no. And what was the purpose of that? They said for training. I said, well, if you have somebody on another uh, practice company just meeting you, you cannot record. So I declined that. I told
Okay.
him I was not. And then, as he was doing that, dissecting, comparing, so I had equipped my nephew with 3 questions. I said, ask them if they can answer these questions, then you are good. So apparently they didn't have an answer, so they wanted to meet with me. So they came on, and I did tell him, okay, let him answer his questions. 3
Mm-hmm.
questions. A term policy. If he stops paying, does he have a policy? He wouldn't answer. Second, does he have money? Can he grow money in there? He said, yeah, he has a mutual fund. And then third, okay, if he gets sick in an accident right now, could he benefit from that policy? He said, yeah, they have a accelerated terminal illness. He just rambled around. And then he talked about, the FNG having whistles and bells and dog whistles or whatever he said. So I said, okay. So now we uh, we gave policies to this gentleman for the need he has right now. He's 21 years old. So 30
Mm-hmm.
years he's going to pay for this policy and not have any cash value. Is that what you want, young man? He said no. So I tell you, we got something good here. So I just let
Yeah.
him just share all of what he had, and then I just punch holes on every point that he made. And he was like, oh, trying to flaunt, oh, he has a security license. I said, no, I do not. He asked me if I did. So I said, no, I don't, and I don't desire to have that because we don't put our clients on risk policies. And it was great. And I'm telling you, he did get a feel of me. So I wanted
Nice.
to share that. So that's good. Don't be afraid. Just let them talk. Let them spill. He wanted to talk so much, like, oh, can I speak? I said, okay. If you have a need to talk so much, go ahead. So I let him go, and then I just punch holes on each of those. Oh, you're talking about, oh, Dr. Teresa, you're talking about what you teach in the classroom, not in real life. I say, yes, sir, we do. So I just wanted to share that. So don't be afraid. Go
I
on
love it.
to let them spill and then punch holes on those points because we
Yeah.
have what we need. Thank you. I wanted to share
Beautiful.
that.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, yes. So here we go. Here's one thing, ladies and gentlemen, and Dr. Teresa, that I love that you said. You armed him with some questions. Now, here's the thing. When you're punching holes, don't you got to be tactful with it. You got to be professional with it.
Mhm.
Dr. Teresa just did it so smooth, because sometimes if you start punching holes the wrong way, the person's going to run. They're going to leave and flee the meeting. You want them to stay in the meeting for 2 reasons. One, so they can actually have a breakthrough, possibly, and realize that there's a new game in town. You know what I mean? But also just empowering the client as well. So great job, Dr. Teresa. Staying in the meeting too. See, like you said, don't be scared. If you know your products, you know your stuff, Let them shoot their shot. Let them shoot their load. It's just like boxing. Let them tire out. You rope a dope them. For y'all that know what that means, you rope a dope them. Let them shoot their shot, and then guess what? You just throw a couple knockout punches and you got them. As long as you're being transparent and you're bringing facts. You can't argue with facts. Facts is science. You can't argue with science. Science is facts is what is. So great job, Dr. Teresa. And who are you passing that ball to, young lady?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. And let me pass this ball to this lady. Oh my goodness, Tawana. Please take it away. I'd love to hear from this lady. And on social media, I love all your posts and that, what do you call it, emoji. Thank you. Take it away.
And real quick, I got the time clock going for Troy. Go ahead, Tawana.
Thank you, Dr. T. And yes, I'm gonna start punching some holes too. I like that.
Yeah.
So I first want to say that I finally got my young money leader to sign his AOA.
Woo.
He's officially in.
I saw that last night.
Yeah. So I told him, because I really appreciate him, because he has a sister that wanted to read over everything. She's a police officer. And I said, that's great. Have her come in if you have to. But I said, there's no scams here. Just come on in. But I said, what I will not do is keep reminding you. So he's signed, he's in. He said, what I got to do next? So this was, I think we're gonna start averaging out young money millionaires in the insurance business. That's what I think. Once they know, and they're gonna run with it. And gratefully, you all have come up with a new game plan. This presentation yesterday was right on point, and I love it, and I know I'm going to run with this. I think how Mary presented it yesterday, the whole layout, explaining what insurance is before she even starts to move to the next point. It was fabulous. I'm like, I'm running with this. I'm waiting to get the PowerPoint so that I can practice and be able to share with the rest of the team. So
cool. Well, Tawana, two things. One is you've been being deliberate and intentional about talking to some of the younger people, right? And I've talked to a lot of young people, through Eric, yourself, other folks that are on the team, talk with their children. And I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Is he on today?
No, he's not.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I talked to, like I said, a lot of these young cats. This guy's 19, and I swear he got an old soul.
Yes, indeed.
He's a wise. He's different. He's a little different. Now, I could be wrong, but I think if we bring him into the fold and take our time developing him, this guy can be. I think he's going to be. He's special. He's one of the special ones.
I really feel like we're going to have to surround him because he is young.
Right.
And it's just going to be a different way that we have to move with him. So I definitely, want to powwow and see how we're going to work with him. But yeah,
absolutely.
He definitely has old soul. And I don't take anything away from it. There's certain people that will be in a business and will run with a business. And there's certain signs. And when I said, I'm always like, what sign are you? He said, he a Virgo. I said, oh, I got you. We're going to do this because, Virgos, y'all know how y'all do. Yeah, them Capricorns,
we're a little
Cancers,
different. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, we're gonna move this.
We're gonna definitely make it do what it do. And who are you passing that ball? Hold on, wait, real quick. You did talk about last night, man. If y'all weren't on last night, because I know that some people were definitely empowered. Some people were a little lost, but everything will come clear through the month of December. If you heard Eric say it, he said we're rolling this thing out in the month of December so we can actually launch it in January. It's just a new process, ladies and gentlemen. So if there was any confusion, just stay in the car. Everything will be clear for you in no time. Who you passing that ball to, Tawana?
I have the privilege of passing the ball to my sister. When I tell you that when we first came over to the USAX team, Takesha wrapped her arms around me to help me, to get me moving and explain some things that I still wasn't clear on. And I will forever appreciate this superstar, Takesha Carr.
Hold on, wait, real quick. Takesha, before you take the floor, you said she wrapped her arms around you. And the question is, are you in her money leg?
Not at all.
I love it. Takesha Carr, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, my Virgo brother.
Yes,
My
yes, yes.
Leo.
Y'all tried to dump me last night, but that's another story. But go ahead.
No, we just need some clarification. Thank you so much for you and Executive Director Eric and Aurelia. We appreciate you guys coming on and bringing some clarity to some of the questions we had. But I just wanted to hop on and just talk about young people for a second. I had an opportunity last week. I was on vacation and I literally unplugged for the first time, I think, ever. I had an opportunity to speak to my cousin whose birthday was Thanksgiving Day. She was turning 32. I have insured her daughter, but her mother purchased a policy, so she really didn't know much about it. So I had an opportunity to speak with she and her husband and sat down and pulled out the policy that we have on her daughter that's now 2 years old and explained to them what this policy looked like, what the availability was. And they were blown away that an insurance product could do such. From there, she wanted to talk about doing something for she and her husband, but she was saying, money was kind of tight. She really couldn't afford it. But she had this new baby and she wanted to make sure that the baby was insured.
Okay.
So we did run quotes. When I got back on Monday, I ran quotes for her for the baby. So we'll be getting the baby done very, very soon. But I wanted to talk about just reaching back for a moment. So we have young people that we write policies for. Don't forget to really explain to them how this policy works. Because some of them, they want to do it just because their parents say so. And I have one of those on my clientele. This gentleman, he's 22. His mom told him he needed a policy. We set up something for the entire family, explained it to him what the policy looked like upon delivery because mom was paying for it. Well, all he heard was $400,000 face value and $1 million at retirement. So he called and he wanted to have this policy. He wanted to start withdrawing money so he could purchase a house. Okay. So I had to sit and explain to him how it works and that the money would be available, just not at this moment, right? Okay. From there, he was like, I need to talk to my friends about this. That was, we sometimes we discount what we have in our hands. And I want everyone to just just be conscious of what we have and make sure we're explaining it to everyone. And then not forget to tap into the people that they are attached to. Because if they believe it and they're sharing it with their friends, then their friends are going to be on too.
Love it, love it, love it. And keep doing what you are doing, Miss Takesha Carr, superstar. And always dropping those great nuggets. So we appreciate you. And who are you passing that ball to, young lady?
Yeah, keep us motivated. Tony and I have a big presentation today of 155 people. So be nice to us. Keep us moving.
Wait. You ain't gonna just slide that in. And that was so smooth that people probably missed that. You and Tony got what going on? You said today?
Today, this evening, we meet with an employer who has 155 employees. She called in reference to medical insurance. And we're really at a place we're probably going to outsource medical, not big on medical. We'll get it done if we have to, but our goal is to get in and sell some TFRAs.
Man, I don't know if y'all caught that. Get yourself in front of, because Takesha, you get in front of a lot of people a lot of times, right?
Yes.
Is anything different with the conversation between talking to one person and talking to 155 people? Is the
Nope,
conversation the same?
same conversation.
Same conversation. Get in front of people, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't you rather spend 2 or 3 hours talking to 150 some people versus 2 or 3 hours talking to one person and having the same conversation? Doesn't that make sense? Just something to think about. Who you passing that ball to, and after you bring him up, he can bring up the man of the hour.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to pass the ball to, let's see, who am I passing this ball to? I am passing the ball to this gentleman who has this camera on. I don't think we've heard from him. I came on just a couple of seconds late, but I had an opportunity to meet him at the Level Up conference, and he's always a ball of energy. I love hearing from him and the information that he's always willing to share. Being that he came from a practice company, it's always great to hear exactly where he is now and the growth that he's experiencing on this end. So without any further ado, I hope I've given you heads up, Mr. Nathaniel. This is coming to you. Sink, line, and hooker, sir, is all yours.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Happy Wednesday.
Hey, Nathaniel, what's going on, buddy?
Good, what's good, what's good. Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I've been going through. I got a bunch of emails last night saying I've been approved contract, approved contract, approved contract. So I've got to start doing my back office stuff. I want to second Ms. Tawana's message about last night's training. I can't wait to get that deck, the slide deck, so I can start getting it into my own words and into my own process. You know what I mean? Get the game plan out there. And I have a lead for Miss Jackie. She's somebody that I know wants health insurance, and I know that I'm on Aflac, but getting them health insurance is going to be what they really want. So I'm trying to get with Miss Jackie to be able to get them what they need. Maybe look at some of her processes because I want to try and get as many people's processes into my playbook in order to like call the audibles when I need them, because everyone has like their own ways to talk or their own ways to do things, and learning from a lot of different people is one of the reasons why I wanted to come here instead of the other company, because we're so able and willing to, you know, help. It's funny, like my other mentor wouldn't even like. It's I wouldn't. It's just funny how the different culture here is. Everyone's trying to learn, everyone's trying to train, everyone's trying to teach, and so I want to keep that momentum moving forward and learn from the best. You know, learn from the best practices and make the playbook better for everyone moving forward as we start getting more teammates. So
nice.
Where I'm at. So
cool. Well, keep up the great work, man. And I'm seeing you grow and develop like every day. Now what's getting ready to happen now that you got your contracts, appointments, and all that, hit the ground running, run the plays, brother, and everything will work itself out.
I think the hardest part right now is just getting that first, like talking to people. Hey, I'm an insurance agent. Oh, that's great. And then the conversation switches, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. Like, that's the hard part. And I'm getting in front of like 10, 15 people would be way, way easier. So if anybody has any tips and tricks on how to like get who to talk to, get those appointments, send them my way. I'm down for listening and learning all day. So
one thing is you got one of the best coaches in the business that you're directly linked to, and then you got some folks in the village that you can reach out to. So definitely go to Coach Eric first. As a matter of fact, you get to bring him up now. So I'm gonna be quiet so you can bring him up.